Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Divinity walkthrough.
Come now. No need to disturb the All-Mother with this little trifle. I'll tell you what I know, and it happens to be quite a lot. I did happen upon the key while I was making my rounds. I wasn't sure to what end the orcs were using that armory, so I thought it best to keep its keys safe and sound. It's in a locked chest in the cellar below this very tavern. The key to the chest is yours, but I beg you not to reveal my treachery. I've grown rather attached to my eyelids after all. What can I do you for? Now there's a man apart from the rest, even among their kind. He's a strange sort. Nurses the same flagon of whiskey for an hour and sits in the corner by himself. Oh, but the lack of company don't keep him from making conversation. Always muttering beneath his sour breath he is, but arguing some point of his left hands against the better sense of the right. I tell you, someone like that's twice as terrifying as one of these big ornery brutes. At least you can see their clubs coming down in time to jump out the way. That I am. But I'll tell you, I never served a lot quite like these Goliaths. They drink like elephants and pay like... well, they don't pay at all. Then again, I can't say I mind this little arrangement too terribly. The happier they are, the longer I evade the rack and the screw. Each glass brings us closer to the last of the whiskey, though. My bowels shrink when I think what'll happen when we get to the bottom of the last barrel. We've already exhausted the tavern supply, but I've been pilfering from my old buddy Glenn's stores. I doubt he'll mind, seeing as he was one of the first orcs sunk their claws into. Now that was a man dedicated to fine liquor. Knew all there was to know about distilling whiskey, he did. Oh, what I'd give for a barrel of Glenn's good stuff now. These orcs wouldn't know what hit them.
Alright, so obviously starting out the video with a conversation with Herschel there, we had was it one or two different options there that resulted in more experience, obviously, through the rock, paper, scissors game. And he does talk about a neighbor of his that knew how to make really good whiskey, and it sounds like that's part of the trouble here, is he doesn't have enough here to keep the orcs sated, I guess. I don't know. And so that's one of the side quests that you can participate in, I guess, or take care of. And then as well, he's got he does actually have the armory key underneath his, or in the downstairs there in a chest. Obviously, I already grabbed it there in the last video. Just busted his chest apart and grabbed it, but you can obtain it through dialogue options. That is the key to his chest. And then here, obviously, the main characters there are just commenting on all the dead bodies up here, and we will confront the orc responsible here coming up in a bit. And again, I would say that it's a good idea to bring Medora with, as this orc is pivotal, I guess, to her side quest, I would say. And yeah, so we'll learn a bit here about Medora and the events in Hunter's Edge. Here, yeah, in the next minute or so.
2, whee! Oh, hello, funny lady. 1, 2, whee! Sit. Yay! New toys! But where's Mum? What's she want me to do with you?
Something's wrong. This is the monster who killed all those villagers? This child? You want me to, but this can't be right. The orc I remember, he was evil. A sadistic monster. This is... Oh, my head is spinning faster than a broken bumblebee. Let me get a good look at him.
Hello. I remember you. We used to be friends, didn't we? Yeah, we were great friends. We played all the livelong night, and I made pretty red ribbons up and down and up your face. Where'd your ribbons go? Do you want I should give you some more?
This isn't right. I'm gonna be sick.
It's all right, Medora. We're here together. No harm will come to you.
Sorry, pretty toy. Oh, please don't shout. Oh, Mum will be awfully cross if I make a ruckus. Mum! Oh, the best mum in the whole wide world. Usually, orcs like me, well, scramble-headed, me brothers call me, are killed right away. But Mum says she took one look at me and knew I'd be the best warrior in the world. She brings me lots of toys and friends, and she showed me all the best games to play. At first, I didn't like how the toys would holler and cry when I'd make ribbons on them or play eyeball pop. But Mum taught me that that's how they show they're happy. First, they scream for joy, and then they take a long, long nap.
Grutilda.
Yeah, that's my mum's name. Did you meet her? Did she want us to play together?
Comrades, my mind's racing and my heart's going like a snare drum. To be here, face to face with my greatest enemy and to find that he's not at all like the villain I'd worked up in my mind. It's unimaginable. I've hated him with every drop of blood in these veins. Hated him till my entire being screamed for revenge. But now I find he's as simple as a child. Maybe he even thought all the cruelty, the death he inflicted was a game. And all around us, more victims. And years stretching behind us, and years stretching ahead of us. More dead bodies tortured and wrung by his hands. But you, comrade, time and again you show me the valor inherent of forgiveness. You face the impossibly cruel or weak, and you offer them a second chance. Still, I cannot forgive this monster. He may well be confused, and he may have been mistaught, but that won't stop him from killing again. Ho, comrade, in the name of the Order of the Sauce Hunters, I ask you to lay down forgiveness and to join me now. To arms!
Are you mad at me? Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever it was, I'm not doing it again. I promise.
Okay, so apparently here Norak is the one responsible for the deaths of, I don't know, a bunch of people here in Hunter's Edge. And it's a tough, it's kind of one of those moral dilemmas, right? So Norak essentially has the mind of a child, and Grutilda has, I don't know, kind of made it a game out of murdering people. And so Norak thinks he's playing a game when in reality he is killing people. So again, a bit of a moral dilemma here on whether or not to put him down, but I don't know if you actually, like, if Medora is here, if you can just leave, or if you're automatically forced into this fight. Now, I didn't I didn't catch if the fight starts automatically if she's here. So that's the other thing. I don't know actually what happens here with Norik if Medora is not present. Literally every playthrough, I've always had Medora here. So again, not really 100% sure what happens when she's not around. Or maybe nothing, you know, maybe those events, well, nothing would really trigger those events, I guess. And I guess you could literally just decide to kill him or not yourself, you know, just go out of your way to attack him. But alright, so that's that. And then I'm not sure here if Medora has anything else to say. I don't think she does. Yeah, which is interesting. I would have expected some sort of conversation here with Medora after Norik's been defeated, but yeah, apparently not. So, all right, well, we'll continue on here,
to drown my sorrows with ale.
and I'm gonna stop in and speak with Jarl and take care of some of the stuff in the basement in the prison.
Which tribe did you say you were from?
I'm gonna call it, lads. Now for the flop.
You don't look like the rest of the Immaculates that passed through here.
Jack a diamond. Finally. Some bloody spade.
Hey, you'll not get a peek at these prisoners without Jarl's permission. What's going on in there ain't for the faint of heart anyway. What are you up to, sneaking around?
Now for the turn card. Hey, keep your eyes off my cards, Flatlander. But why not? The looting's done. There ain't much work to go round. A hand or two takes the edge off. Grab a chair and we'll deal you in, if you ain't afraid to lose your boots. What have we here? New blood looking to place a bet, eh? What do you say? Want to play a hand? Then let's get it on.
It's nearly nigh.
Well, look at that. Want to play another round? Then let's get it on. Well, look at that. Want to play another round? Then let's get it on.
Fellas?
Well, look at that. Then why did you sit down in the first place? Get out of here before I stick my foot so far up your ass, people will think you've got toes for teeth.
Conduit's orders.
Hey! Keep your hands off my cards, Flatlander. Well, why not? Grab a chair.
This is it, you
Here, keep your eyes off my card.
Okay, so I forgot you can sit there and play cards with these guys. I don't know if I won ever, or if I literally just lost every single time. I'm not sure here, or even if you can win. I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that's probably not worth the time. Again, I didn't ever win anything, so who knows? Maybe it totally is worth it, or at least I don't think I won there. I guess I didn't look hard enough though.
The reason we came here in the first place. The conduit has need of star stones imbued with human blood, so she can create her Death Knights. Both the Brotherhood and the Orcs were given their share of stones, and we filled them to the brim with blood, then stored them for the conduit to collect when she returns from Phantom Forest. Last night, though, someone raided this very building and disappeared with our stones. They were being guarded by Garrick Giantbane, a son of the mountain had in trust with my life. Grutilda says he ran off with the Bloodstones, that he is a betrayer to the cause of Immaculates. But I know this to be untrue. The Orcs stole the stones. Of that I'm certain. Grutilda is hatching some plan, and we'll all be in dire straits indeed if it comes to fruition. Those stones make her powerful. Too powerful. We need them back. But every Orc eyes us peak dwellers with suspicion. That is why I ask of you to find proof. Proof that it was an Orc that did the deed. Once I have it, I have a reason to assault the Orcs without risking the wrath of the Conduit. She'll not stand for theft among Immaculates. So find me that proof, and we'll slaughter the Orcs together. I am Jarl Woodok's son. Father among brothers, son among the mountains. Me and mine hail from the snow-capped heights of Tanarath, the very thrones of the world. Our lives are devoted to the hunt. Every town and every city we find, we plunder and burn and put to the sword. Sacrifices are they all to the might of the mountains, tokens of reverence to the power of the peaks. Gods we have plenty, of war, of death and of victory. But now, a goddess we have too. Aye, we have seen the workings of Bloodstone, and loyal are we to she who unites in blood. By the teeth of Kiel Wolfjaw, as immaculate shall we rule the world. The Conduit asked us to do what we do best. Invade and destroy. She set us on our way with a store of Starstones, ready to be charged and, once made into Bloodstones, sent to you folks in the mines of Luculla. We didn't know Grutilda's dogs had beat us there by a half day, but no matter. There were still plenty of strays to be caught and bled by the time we arrived. Now all that's left is finding a way into the wizard's house. The Conduit's looking for something inside. Now we're here waiting for further orders from the Conduit herself. She's gone into the Phantom Forest nearby, but we expect to hear from her shortly. I only hope we'll have the matter of the missing Bloodstones sorted by then. I'll not have a soul saying we of the mountain failed to follow through. The orcs? No, I respect their warlike nature, for it's like ours. I respect their lust for slaughter, for we share it with them. I respect their loyalty to their leader, for I am likewise respected by my brothers. But when push comes to shove, I'd flay them all, wear their skins, and never rest until the very last one of them lay at my feet with my broadaxe nestling in its belly. Why, you may ask? Why hate them when you and them are so alike? I hate them because we are alike. I hate them because I know ours is a hate they reciprocate with blazing fury. Like two dragons are we that must share a single lair. Can't be done. Sooner or later, talons will rise and fire burst forth until one is victorious and the other's flesh is used to celebrate the victory. So it is with the Sworn of Tanneroth, and so it is with the Orcs of the Wild. One day the battle must be. One day we will feast or be feasted upon. Grutilda is worshipped like a goddess by her troops, and she rules like a deity too. All-knowing, all-powerful and merciless. She's smart and ruthless. Truly an opponent to be feared. Exactly the kind of opponent I like. The Conduit was wise to go to the Orcs with promises of allegiance, for they are a force that few in Rivellon can withstand. But she also knows that the pact cannot last. She's well aware the Orcs will eventually go their own way, be they sworn immaculates or not. She needn't fear them, of course. The Conduit is constructing an army of warriors even the Orcs behold with dread. But it is we brothers of the mountains that may have to bear the brunt of their onslaught when things go sour. Grutilda knows the pact was never meant to last. She understands she's being used as a battering ram, as a tool to breach the gates and clear the path to triumph, only to be discarded by its operators when the true prize is in sight. She knows, and she's plotting her revenge. I can see it in those feral eyes of hers. She's surrounded by her elite. She whispers poisonous orders in the ears of her vile rat herder. No, it's no coincidence all her bloodstones have gone missing. By the hammer of Fjord Alkmount, I just know she's planning a nightmare. For her dreams are our tethers to suffer. And with the Spinebreaker at her side, it's a terrible nightmare she's concocting. Aye, an orc so vile it has taken rats for pets. They swarm about him like fleas do the rest of his kind, but even they eye him with disgust. Nevertheless, it's my belief that unlike the other males among the orcs, he's no fool. He's a spy, a discoverer of secrets. Right now he's looking for the lost wizard servants, and gods protect them if he finds them. We would merely kill him. That rat lover, on the other hand. Where we go, death is the horror that looms behind us. Where he goes, death is a mercy always out of reach. Gratilda's hulking, horrible dog. Built like a brick house and with a mind as black as pitch. There's no indignity he wouldn't inflict on any man, woman, or child his mistress marked. Gratilda stores him above the tavern and sends him playthings one at a time. A sentence worse than death.
Hey, Conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't stop my feet.
I don't know much about him, to be frank, and I don't care to. The Conduit says he's in possession of an artifact she needs, which is why we've been trying to gain entry to his house. But by the boots of Arlag Troll Tramper, the key hasn't been forged yet that will unfasten the magical seals that encase that bedeviled sorcerer's abode. The deal is this. When we attacked Hunter's Edge, we and the orcs had the village completely surrounded to ensure no one could escape. The plan was a good one, for only some blacksmith and his wife managed to flee after their little demon of a pet bit an orc's arm off. The wizard and his servants eluded us, but we know that the servants at least are still hiding somewhere around town. We need to find those damn people so they can tell us how to gain entry to the wizard's house.
Here with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
My men have been searching the village non-stop, and the orcs have put their rat herder on the job. But we also have some surviving villagers holed up down in the cellar. An orc torturer, courtesy of Gratilda, has been trying to find out where the servants are hiding, but has no finesse whatsoever, and almost instantly kills his victims. We've offered to do it for him, but Gratilda remains adamant he's the best of the best. Maybe you'd have better luck, though, if you're up for a spot of torture.
There are other bombs that go up around here.
I told her it was a mistake.
This wizard must be Xandalor. Thankfully, these bloodthirsty brutes haven't found him yet. Let's hope we catch up with him before they do.
Okay, so that's a pretty hilarious conversation. There's no way they'd have that conversation right in front of Jarl. But anyways, so Jarl kind of explains really what I've already gone over, that, you know, there's a pretty uneasy alliance between the humans and the orcs here, and, but, you know, that Gratilda is crafty, and the alliance is not expected to last. All right, and so that human there is got kind of a similar mindset as a lot of the other ones here, in that you know, they're just sick of being here and they're sick of kind of being around the orcs. And I think the feeling is pretty mutual.
To replace the ham-fisted toadskin downstairs. About bloody time. The beast down there goes through prisoners like Gilda Godsword goes through suitors. A son of the mountain am I, and a blood brother of Jarl besides. Chief placed me in charge of guarding the hatch to the prison cellar. Knows I won't hesitate to split the throat of any man or orc who tried to come or go without Jarl's say-so. Jarl gave you the all clear to try your hand, did he? All the better. That big brute downstairs hasn't the faintest idea what he's doing. Clubs witness after witness over the head, smashing him to bits before we can get so much as a word out of him.
Okay, and so you'll definitely want to talk to Jarl there before you do a lot of the different stuff here in town. This is one of them. I don't even know if you can get down here if you haven't spoke with him yet. But apparently they're torturing some prisoners. Excuse me. And I don't remember all the different outcomes for this area, but yeah, I don't know. This this first one here, where this guy is essentially being tortured here in the back room by whoever they've got some sort of orcish torturer in his, I think it's a goblin ally or whatever. And yeah, it was, I don't know, it was a really weird way to go about this, I think.
This place reeks of blood and curse.
Yeah, we'll see the dialogue options just, again, they felt really weird. But, alright, we'll see how it all shakes out here.
Law cannot work in these conditions. Smash is art. Law need peace.
You can poke my eyes out with that great gnarled horn of yours. I won't talk.
You're a craftsman of blood, breaker of bone. Who you?
Yes, Pigskin. Who are you to question we who preside over the tender skin of traitors?
Law only halfway through creative process. Law won't stop now.
Of course, Law, of course. Though I do wonder what this pigskin thinks he can do better than you or I.
Human bleed better than us. Humans squish flat better than us.
Eager to get out, are you? You won't look so shiny-eyed when that big mean orc comes for you.
What a mess!
You can poke my eyes out with that great gnarled horn of yours. I won't talk.
Ah! Human silly chatter upset Law's craft. Law need break to regain his spirit. Law cannot smash and bash in this environment. Human smash and bash like Law.
Finished yet, pigskin?
You can poke my eyes out with that great fresh pair of hands, are you? Please, you must kill me now. I will withstand anything, anything, and would rather die 1,000 deaths than offer a word to the enemy.
You can do what you like with us, you monsters. Justice will find you in the end.
Get back in there.
Shut tight. All is right.
I'll never say a word. But there's something different about you. You don't look like the savages that ransacked our town. In fact, you're like the wizard, aren't you? A being of great power. And certainly not one of darkness. Yes, you're here to help us, aren't you? Praise be!
Alright, so this is Nolan, and you'll see here how these dialogue options play out, but I don't know, again, it feels really like a weird turn of events.
Get him to stop shouting or he'll blow our cover. Perhaps once he knows our true identity, he'll be willing to help us. If he's done making a ruckus, perhaps he'll be willing to help us.
There's a tunnel in this cellar, known to most only through legend. Explore the back wall of the farthest room in this dank place and you'll find it. And if you can help me find freedom through the tunnel, I'd be willing... Well, I'd tell you how to find the wizard's servants. You've proven yourself no friend to the beasts who destroyed our town. Perhaps you can help those in hiding as you've helped me. Speaking of the... What's that? They're coming. They've heard us. They're coming. This chaos. Not you lot again.
Alright, so I'm not sure what I did there with my... I think that was my first character. I ended up with an altruistic option versus... what was the other one? I don't know. The opposite one. But then my secondary character didn't. So, again, I don't know. The dialogue options here seem really weird. But, anyways, I'm all out of time, so we'll have to actually wrap up this, I don't know, torture fest in the next video. So, as always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.